Hello, Survivor Odyssey. What is up, cool cats? It's your boy STIPPS here, and I'm here to tell you, the no other, how to play Pooper. A little bit of background about the game of Pooper. It was taught to STIPPS in middle school at a church camp. Crossings. Back then, I went by Stippy. I had to be there. While I was there at midnight, I had to have relationship talks with our youth pastor because I was dating a girl who was also on that trip back then. And long story short, her twin made her cry. Anyway, I'm just bringing up the fond memories I have associated with Pooper. It could have a different name. Do I know a different name? No. That's why I call it Pooper. Should there be a different name? No. Why? Because Pooper suits the game perfectly. Is it hard to explain? Kind of. It's real easy to play. Just ask anybody who's played Pooper. But just letting you know, you're in for a little bit of a bumpy ride. So, way out of the game. First, you shuffle the cards. I wish I had cards here, but I don't. So just imagine with me. Shuffle the cards. Then you have the player on your right cut the deck of the cards to make sure there's no cheating. Then, starting from your left, you will pass out cards one at a time, face down. There will be 3 cards. 3. That will be face down in a row. Oh no! Let me make sure it's still recording. No! Don't worry about that. Cool. Sorry, cool cats, about that. But 3 cards will be laid out face down in a row. Then, you will be passing out 3 more cards. But this time, here's the kicker. Face up. So now, in front of you, you have 3 cards face down. And 3 cards on top of those face up. Then, one final time, you will pass out, yes, the key number again. 3 cards. Oh, that kind of looks like Ball State's logo. Oh, there it is. Chirp, chirp, fly high. Haha, snuck it in. You'll pass out 3 more cards. That will be in the people's hands, okay? Pass out 3 more cards. Same row. And with these 3 cards that they have in their hand, I just want to make sure the slides were right. And the 3 cards that are face up, you can interchange these. You might be like, why would you? Well, there's strategy to this game, okay? And so then, once everybody mixes it up, then the person with the lowest normal card goes first. What? But before we get ahead of ourselves, if 2 people have the same lowest card, then it'd be whoever has the most of the low cards. If they both have the same amount, then it would go to the rightmost person, so that way in order. So let's say me, play with 4 people. I'm here, this dude and this dude. We all have 4s, because 4 is the lowest normal card. Then I would go first so everybody could play their 4s. If not, let's say it's like this person and this person, these 2 people. And then they have to play a riveting game of Chinese fingers to see who goes first. And then from there, you play the game. But normal cards, yes, that's right, there's the normal cards. Because how to play, so the way the game works is you have to continuously play the cards in an increasing point value. Starting with the lowest normal card, which is 4, or it doesn't have to be, it could be any number card to start off. But it has to just go higher and higher. You can repeat cards, so if somebody plays a 4, you can play a 4 on top of the 4. But if you cannot play any cards, so let's say they played a jack, and you have all 4s in your hand, oh, gee golly darn it, you gotta pick up the whole pile, and now it's in your hand. So, once the pile is empty, so there's gonna be the cards, the part you play, and then a big pile over here, okay? Once you're done, you have to have 3 cards in your hand at all time, which I did not type in the rules, because who cares? You would have to have at least 3, so you grab from the pile. And then once the pile's gone, and you're out, those 3 cards that you have on top earlier, you pick all of them up. Then once you play all those, there's 3 cards that are facing down. You have to grab only one of those, and then if you play, you can play it. But if you can't, you gotta pick up the pile. Once you're out of cards again, then you have the 2 cards left. You pick up one of those, play it. If not, again, 1 card. And then if you do that, oh my gosh, you win. But now it's time for the special cards. Like I said, this game is in increasing order. So, if there were no normal cards, aces are high. Side note. So 2 would be the lowest, all the way up to ace. But the card 2 is one of the special cards. Special cards can be played at any time you want them to be played. A 2 is like a wild card. So let's say there's a jack on. You could play your 2, and it would reset the value. So a person with a 4, a 5, a 6, any card could play after the 2. So it can be played at any time. The next card is 3, another special card. This is the best card in the game. So what happens if you have a 3? Let's say this pile is fat. So fat nobody wants to pick it up. You don't even know if you can pick it up because it's so fat. What you do is you look to your opponent, to your left, and you go, and you flash that 3. Throw the 3 in the discard pile. If your opponent does not have a 3, they have to pick it up. But if they do, they flash to the next person, and the next, until someone cannot flash the 3 and they have to pick it up. So now a 7. So a 4, a 5, and a 6 are normal cards. They just play like normal, they're normal. A 7 is a special card, but the kicker is it must be played in sequential order. Because like I said, this whole game is going low to high with the point values, card values. But special cards you can play at any time except the 7. She's a spicy one. So once you play down a 7, your opponent must play a card lower than the 7. So the 4, the 5, the 6, or any of the other special cards, or the 7. The next special card is the 8. It mirrors. Need I say more? There's an ace, you play the 8 is now acting like an ace. And then a 10 clears the pile. It's the next special card. So let's say the pile's dummy thick and you don't want to pick it up. You don't have a 3, but you have a 10. You can play the 10, it gets thrown off to the side. Nobody will pick those up. So just to reiterate, a 2, special card. 3, real special card. 4, 5, 6, normal cards. 7, special card, but must be played in sequential order. 8, special card. 9, normal card. 10, special card. Jack, queen, king, ace, high. That's the name of the game. It's that simple, folks. Oh, just kidding. There's one other rule. If 4 of the same card ever get played in a row with each other, then the pile disc it goes away. It's a clear, it's like a 10. But if someone plays like an ace, ace, 8, and an 8, even though that is like 4 aces because of the 2 mirrors, it doesn't count. It needs to be 4 the same card in a row. And with that, get pooping, folks. It's that easy. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's see how we're doing on time. 8 minutes.